Hello everyone. Okay, so I'm back. So I just finished putting this last one on. Well, the second to last one. I'm working my way down to that bottom pearl so I could add the last bicone on this side. And I don't know if I mentioned that you're going to need about 40 bicones. Depending on the size of your wrist. You might need more, you might need less. Alright, so now that's my last bicone. I want to be coming out of this pearl. So I'm just going to go through that seed bead and the pearl next to it. So what also occurred to me while I was doing this and not on camera, let's call this the top, this part the top, and this part the bottom. So if you were working all of just your right angle weave units from top to bottom, and then came back up and added all your embellishments, you're going to end up coming out here. You want to be... Now, I don't know if it's going to twist if you do it that way, like this one twists because you're just working on one side. See how it twists like that? But it'll straighten out. But either way, you're going to want to come out of one of these side beads. And you want to... So what you'd have to do is follow your bead path and to figure out where your embellishment will come out. So I wouldn't suggest going this way if you're coming out of that side. I would go through the pearl and through the seed bead and the other pearl, and then come out this way. I think. Yeah, because then you could come... No. Alright, let me show you where I am. I'm coming out this way. Let's say this is the top. Yeah, so either way, whether you're coming out the top or the bottom, you want to be coming out the pearl that towards the end has this, if that makes sense, has your embellishment. Because you're going to add a section on. I should probably make another video with that, doing it that way. I didn't think about that until I got to this point. So now you're going to add another section on anyway to here. So you're going to do your seed bead, pearl, seed bead, pearl, seed bead, pearl, seed bead. And then you're going to go back into the opposite side of your pearl there that you're coming out of. I tried to go in the other way and it didn't work out, and I'll tell you why in a little bit. So now you want to work your way around your little section there to get to this inside pearl. When I did it going in the other direction, I wasn't set up right for the embellishment. So I took it out and I'm doing it this way now. Because this will leave you set up for your embellishment on top, if you're doing it the way I'm doing it. Okay, so I want to be coming out of this pearl. Just the pearl. And it seems like I'm doing it the same exact way. I am. Okay, so you need to pick, see in between here, let me flip it over. See, you have 3 seed beads here. To move on from this point, you need to pick up a seed bead and put it in between those 2 pearls, because otherwise it's not going to work right. You can't go from this pearl to that seed bead. It won't work out right. So you have to add there you go. You have to add that seed bead so that it's in there, and you have 4 seed beads there. See? 1, 2, 3, 4. So now you're going to pick up a seed bead, a pearl, a seed bead, a pearl, and a seed bead. These are the 11 O's. We're still working on the base here. So now you're going to be coming out of here. You're coming out of here. You want to get back to here. So you're going into the opposite end of that original segment there. So I don't know how I managed it, but somehow you're not going to be set up to come out this way, because I want my embellishment to come out this way. Alright, so maybe that's what you do the first time around. Go back through that seed bead that's in between these 2. Now you're not going to be really coming out of the... You should be coming out of the pearl, but you're not going to be. And I don't know how I managed to do it the last time, so that I was ended up in the right spot, but this will get us to where we're supposed to be anyway. So we're going to go through that seed bead, that pearl, and then the next seed bead. Because what that is going to do, we need to be by this pearl. We should be coming out of it, but if we come out of it, we're going to be going in the same direction. So I'm going to come out of that seed bead. And it's okay if you want to go have both lines going in the same direction, you can do that too. I just prefer to be going in the opposite direction. So now I'm going to add my embellishment. Of course, you could always go all the way up the side with just the bottom part and then come back down with the embellishment as well. Where am I? So now I'm going to go through this pearl again. And that's going to get us set up to be in the right position. So I'll show you that. And as soon as my thread gets untangled here, breathe. Sometimes it just don't want to work out. It wants to get wrapped around itself. And that's all there is to that. Can I get you through there? No. Okay, let's see. That somehow made it really in there. Or maybe it just appears that way. Okay. All right. So now that sets us up to be going in the opposite direction. So now we want to go back through that seed bead, that pearl, this seed bead, and this pearl. We want to be coming out of this pearl. That's right. Yes, that's how we want to be coming out. Okay. Now, from here, we're going to pick up a seed bead, a pearl, a seed bead, a pearl, and a seed bead. And we're going to come into this pearl, just the pearl, this one right here. Just like that. And then we're going to add our seed bead, that fourth seed bead there. And we're going to go through this pearl, which now sets us up for, we can add that other embellishment. See? So now, I have to get out more icons. I only took out the one side. Oops, and I lost my seed beads. Yes, of course the cat jumped up here and got cat hair on it. And then you have all these little flakes from the pearls as well. Okay. So, oops, sorry. We're coming out of, this pearl. We want to go into this pearl. We're crossing over just like that. So the first part of it is a little tricky because you want to get set up right. Okay, so then you're going to come back down here through your seed bead, your pearl, your seed bead. Then through this pearl. It's reinforcing your work as well. Of course, you can just go, like I said, you can just keep going down with this part and then come back and do the embellishment. So then, this seed bead, that pearl that's on the side, and this seed bead and pearl, and then you're set up to get your next unit on. So, we're picking up a seed bead, and 11 I'm sorry. 11 a pearl, 11 a pearl, and an 11 And we're going to go into this pearl, just the pearl. This one right here. Like that. Because we have to add that seed bead. I think the hardest part is remembering to add that seed bead. Okay, then we're just going through just the pearl. Because I had tried it without adding the seed bead and just going through this seed bead, it didn't work out. So, just the pearl. Now, if you wanted to just keep going up the side with this part, you just come around to here. Go add your seed bead. Go through this pearl, add your unit, come back around, and it's going to be, I think it's going to be going in different directions each time. I just like to do it because it's here. You know what I'm saying? I'm already here. So for me, it's easier this way. Okay, we're going to cross over that. Go into our pearl here. So it's the same thing as this side. You're just adding, you have that other side attached to it, that's all. See? Come back down that outside seed bead, pearl, and seed bead. Go through that center pearl. Go through this seed bead, this pearl, this seed bead, and this pearl. Then we're set up for our next unit. I'll do it again just so you know. Picking up a seed bead. See, now we're going in the opposite direction. So a seed bead, a pearl, a seed bead, a pearl, and a seed bead. Oh no, we're going in the right direction. Now go through this pearl on the side. Then you're going to add your seed bead. See, that pulls it together, but you need that seed bead between these two pearls. So you're going to go from this pearl to this pearl. Then you pull it down, add your embellishment. And what you could do as well, you could work your way up this side so that you're coming out over here. It's all the same, really. So through that pearl. I like it. Yes, the elegant creamsicle. I like that name. Now through this seed bead, this pearl, and that seed bead. Now if you can't see the hole for your pearl, flip your work over, because you want just that pearl, nothing else. Okay, now this seed bead in between those two pearls, that pearl, this seed bead, and this pearl. Pick up an 11-0, a pearl, an 11-0, a pearl, and an 11-0. Thank you. Go through this pearl on the side here. Just the pearl. Pick up our seed bead, our 11-0. Just one, please. And then go through this pearl. Nope. And if you get tangled around the rest of your bracelet, just pull your bracelet out. There you go. And then the 15 O's, 3 15 O's, our bicone, and 3 15 O's. Okay. I think you guys got this. Crossing from here to here. Come back down the side. Go through the center pearl. Then that 11-0 and the other pearl. And then the 11-0 and the other pearl, and then you're set up for your next unit. So, I'm going to pause it here and come back when it's time to add our clasp. And I haven't decided. I think I might do a button, but I'm not sure. So I'll be back in a bit. Okay, just so you know, it's easier to follow your thread path if you flip it upside down. So we need to go through this seed bead, this pearl. See, we're going to avoid this one, but we're going through that one. And then through these guys. You'll see it. It's really not as complicated as it looks. You just have to remember to add that 4th seed bead, that's all. Okay, now I'll be back. Okay, so I forgot to put this back. So I finally finished. That has gold on it, so I can't really use that. So you'll know you've done it right if you have 4 seed beads in between, in the middle there. So I decided to go with a button instead of a clasp because I really don't have anything. I don't know. I thought the white looked better than the silver did. So that being said, I'm coming out of here. So I think I'm going to pick up I don't know how I'm doing this yet. Bear with me because I am not sure how I'm doing this yet. So what I want to do is come out that way, right? Probably should have picked up 3. Maybe not. Alright, so let me pick up 1, 2, 3. This is an old button that I had. That went well with it. 1, 2, 3. Go back through that bicone. Oh, well, guess what? The seed beads went right through the button. Isn't that interesting? So that's not going to work out quite the way I wanted it to, is it? Now I have 4 on one side and 3 on the other. No, I actually have 4 on one side, 1 stuck in the middle, and 1 on the other side. Okay, so let's put a couple extra. Where am I? Tail is in the way. I'm going to put a couple extra seed beads on there. I probably should be using my tail for this. I don't think it's going to matter, because I won't make it back down with the other one anyway. So, I want... Guess I'm just going to pick up a whole bunch of 11O seed beads here and see what happens. Because if they're going to slide, then they're going to slide either way. Alright. Let's see what happens. Well, if you're going to go through the hole, then go through the hole. Always try to be balanced about it. Yes, I talk to seed beads and buttons. Yes, I do. Alright, now I'm going to go in through this one this way because I'm coming out the center of the other side, so and you know what? Why is that not? There we go. Not really working out the way I wanted it to, but we'll get it to work. So what I think I'm going to do is tie my tails together now, because that way that'll stay in 3 times, 5 times. That'll stay in place while I reinforce it. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to have enough thread to worm my way back down to the other side. I should have thought about what I wanted to use when I was down there. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. Right, that'll work. Let's see. Alright, now, how am I going to reinforce that? So, if you want to, you can go back down the sides here and put like 15 O's in between. I think the other one was wobbly because I used 11 O's, but you really don't need it. You can't see your thread because it's white and the beads are white, so I guess what I'm going to do is go around